2017 Horoscope. Horoscope Aries 2017. Uranus continues to travel in Pisces, your solar 12th house. Now in its 5th year in this sign, you've become attuned to this erratic planet's sometimes surprising and almost always enlightening energy. Your intuition continues to be active, and flashes of insight become frequent. Listen closely to your inner voice this year for clues about your life, career, and personal goals and how they reflect your deepest desires. Faith in yourself and your abilities is also a strong component, and your spiritual connection can guide you in search of answers to what you value most in life. This may come partly through your involvement in a good cause with a like-minded group of people who motivate you to help others help themselves. You could find it personally rewarding to be a coach or tutor for at-risk kids or to establish a mentoring relationship with a youngster through a local organization. Friends and groups have had an influential role in your life since Neptune entered Aquarius 8 years ago. This year you will begin to experience a subtle shift in the mystical planet's energy as your focus turns more to individual relationships. Someone you meet now could inspire you in a very personal way and bring out your softer, hidden side. Be a little cautious, though, about whose advice you take. Not everyone shares your ideals. Nevertheless, many situations and people offer learning experiences, even those that may disappoint you. Although tough, in some situations the better choice might be to accept reality, cut ties, and move ahead into the unknown. Neptune also can empower you to dream big, set high goals, and visualize success. Once you've set your sights on a target, don't let anyone steer you off course. Neptune is as much about believing in yourself as it is about the practical application of your skills and talents. But don't hesitate to sever the relationship with a group that no longer works for you. Pluto in Sagittarius continues to motivate you to initiate positive personal change and grants you the willpower and determination to overcome obstacles. This year you're on the verge of completion, ready to make almost the final move into the future, having gradually transformed your life outlook during the past 11 years. Next year Pluto will enter Capricorn, your career sign. So now is the time to gain the knowledge you need to launch yourself into this new phase. If you're a student, give it your all with a goal of completing your studies by year's end. If education separates you from a step up, take action and use your high energy to make it happen. This may be one of the most positive steps of your life. Keep the faith. This year's solar and lunar eclipses occur in Virgo and Pisces, your solar 6th and 12th houses. The emphasis is on work, service, health, and the unseen. You can develop a deeper appreciation for the other side of life, a slower pace than your norm. With that comes an interest in self-renewal, a healthier lifestyle, and treating yourself and others with the ultimate in kindness. Horoscope Taurus 2017. What you know is as important as who you know this year as Neptune continues its 14-year tour of Aquarius, your solar 10th house of career. You can expect the typical career ups and downs, successes and challenges, disillusionment and inspiration, but the positives can far outweigh the negatives if you use visionary, intuitive Neptune to your advantage. Some people will support your efforts, others won't, so don't put all your faith in a single supporter. Line up as many backers as you can and be sure each is aware of your skills and talents. Then use your marvelous common sense, create a plan, and make your big dreams reality. Pluto is nearing the end of its long Sagittarius transit and will enter Capricorn next year. You've undoubtedly had a wide range of financial experiences in the past 12 years as the planet of transformation focused its energy on your solar 8th house of other people's money. What you have learned will be especially important this year. The universe, in a sense, will test your knowledge and challenge you to make wise use of Jupiter's large S. That should be a snap for you and your sensible approach to money matters, though the temptation to spend will be stronger than usual. But go ahead and splurge on yourself once in a while. It's okay. This year's solar and lunar eclipses in Virgo and Pisces spotlight your 5th and 11th houses. Social events, children, romance, hobbies, and other leisure time activities will delight you. Do what you enjoy and enjoy yourself doing it. Learn from each other about life, people, change, new directions, and what you hope to achieve. Even if you're together only a short time, you'll feel as though you've made a major difference in each other's lives. Horoscope Gemini 2017. You could meet a soulmate in August or, at the least, someone whose wisdom empowers you to welcome new horizons with strength and confidence. Saturn's focus switches to domestic matters and new beginnings from September 2nd on, when it enters Virgo, your solar 4th house. Begin here to lay the foundation for what you want to achieve in 14 years, when Saturn can bring well-deserved rewards. If your thoughts drift toward remodeling your home or purchasing a new one, wait until next year to put your plans in motion. Funding will be easier to acquire. You've probably already experienced the effects of unpredictable Uranus, which continues its 7-year transit of Pisces, your solar 10th house of career. Now at its midway point, you can expect unexpected opportunities to pop up. A calculated risk, one backed by solid facts and figures, could work to your advantage if you're ready to assume the accompanying responsibilities. Look for initial developments in January, when a chance encounter could set the ball rolling, and await further developments in May and again in October. Neptune's ongoing multi-year tour of Aquarius inspires you to delve into the mysteries of life and, on a practical level, gain knowledge that can boost your career potential. Travel, also associated with your solar 9th house, can widen your perspective. Because Aquarius is the universal sign of friendship and groups, your inquiring mind might enjoy a travel learning tour. The most favorable months are October and November, when timing also is good for a romantic Neptune getaway. Be prepared this year, however, to come face to face with truths you'd rather avoid. The smart choice is to be pragmatic rather than dwell on ideals, even when disillusioned. Consider yourself wiser for having learned from the experiences that occur in March and June. Pluto is nearing the end of its long trek through your solar 7th house, which it completes next year. This transformative planet prompts you to re-examine all you've learned about relationships in the past 12 years. Mend hurt feelings, even if. Horoscope Cancer 2017. Where Saturn in Leo emphasizes your money, Neptune in Aquarius spotlights joint resources, including inheritance, insurance, investments, benefits, retirement accounts, and partnership funds. Neptune is as much the planet of illusion and confusion as it is of enlightenment. But it can be tough to look through the haze to identify which is which. Although realistic Saturn aids that process this year, it's still wise to consult well-qualified, certified professionals before making major financial decisions that can have long-term consequences. You, your partner, or both may have already experienced some of Neptune's effects because it's been in Aquarius since 10 years ago. If so, benefit from that knowledge, especially what you learned 7 years ago when Saturn contacted your Sun from practical Taurus, a sign that's as security and value conscious as you are. On another level, spiritual Neptune encourages you to have faith and to trust in the universe. Not blindly, but as an extension of yourself that's based on wisdom, facts, and the belief that you deserve the best from life. This year is the last of Pluto's long transit through Sagittarius. During the past 12 years your work life has undergone many changes as this transformative planet sometimes pushed you to take bold steps and at other times to retreat and regroup. You've undoubtedly learned the ins and outs of workplace politics and how best to manage everything from your time and talents to the boss and co-workers. Now it's time to cash in. This year is the one you've been working and waiting for, when all your hard work can pay off. With luck and opportunity on your side, you're set for a step up, one that will have you on your way to ever-increasing gains over the next 5 years. There are, however, 2 caveats to this rosy picture. Take on only what you're sure you have the knowledge and experience to handle. Otherwise you could lose, rather than gain supporters who can benefit you this year and next. As you make your mark, also try to remember that no one, including you, is invincible. Commitment can become obsession, and overconfidence can trigger power struggles. Maintain your perspective and empower others as you share the load and the credit. This year's eclipses, 2 solar and 2 lunar, are in Virgo and Pisces, your solar 3rd and 9th houses. They reinforce the emphasis on learning and education, as well as travel. If a long vacation is out of the question, consider periodic weekends away without your cell phone or computer. Horoscope Leo 2017. That's especially important because your physical energy may be low until September 2nd, when Saturn enters Virgo, your solar 2nd house of personal resources. Although your income could decrease in the next 3 years, that's not a given. Saturn's message, and lesson, is about learning to manage and maximize your personal and financial resources. Don't be surprised if you begin to place a higher value on your skills and talents, as well as building a savings cushion. As Saturn in Virgo will highlight personal resources later this year, Uranus continues to influence joint resources. Now midway through its long transit of Pisces, your solar 8th house, Uranus represents change, surprise, and opportunity. A windfall is as possible as a loss when this quirky planet influences finances, so you should be more conservative than bold with investments and family funds. A similar scenario applies to your partner's income, which could soar or plummet, although gains are more likely. It's equally possible either or both of you will benefit from an inheritance or lucky win. Overall, though, it's a wise idea to keep close tabs on credit, loans, and insurance matters and to build up savings for unexpected expenses. If debt has become an issue, you might want to look into credit counseling or debt consolidation to speed up the payoff process. Think carefully, though, before you put your home at risk or take on a sizable mortgage. Neptune entered Aquarius, your solar 7th house of partnership, 9 years ago. As it begins its 10th year in this sign, close relationships will benefit more than ever from an emphasis on communication. Idealism continues to dominate, but this year you will begin to see another side of your business or romantic partner, or potential partner. That may be positive or negative, but there's no doubt it will lead to a better understanding of what you both need and expect from a relationship. February and June will be key months in this process. It's possible you will suddenly view your partner in a more realistic light. This may be tough to accept because on some level it will burst the bubble of perceived perfection. Consider it a learning experience. You'll also want to carefully check credentials before consulting a professional, such as an attorney, accountant, financial advisor, or medical personnel. Horoscope Virgo 2017. With Neptune in Aquarius, your solar 6th house of work, service, and health, You may become interested in alternative healing or get involved in a volunteer effort. Either one is likely to put you in contact with many people, and among them could be a soulmate in friendship or love. But with this year's planetary alignments, it's unwise to take anyone new at face value. Be cautious and use your common sense. This year also brings you many opportunities at work to use your unique brand of creativity that's both practical and ideal for concrete results. If your thoughts turn to a home-based business, however, take it slowly and hang on to your day job until earnings match current income. Although Virgo is a health-conscious sign, it's especially important this year to treat your body well. Sleep, moderate exercise, a nutritious diet, and time to rest and relax will help you maintain physical and mental energy. Along with Jupiter, Pluto in Sagittarius accents your family and domestic life, effectively doubling the chance for a move or major home remodel. If you're a messy, but organized, Virgo, first use this powerful energy to clean out and clean up your place from top to bottom. Clearing your personal environment is an excellent way to prepare yourself mentally in anticipation of new directions. In combination with this year's other planetary influences, you may find it necessary to manage the affairs of an elderly relative or care for one, possibly in your home. Although stressful, this temporary situation will nevertheless have a positive impact upon your evolving view of relationships, your role as a partner or supporter, and Horoscope Libra 2017. Your work life may be unsettled with Uranus traveling in Pisces, your solar 6th house. Although workplace changes are possible, even needed and hoped for, that's not the most likely scenario. You're in a transition phase, a sort of limbo, without much action. Frustration rises as a result, and with it a more or less constant level of ongoing tension. That makes it vital to take time for yourself every day. Drive for an hour and settle for 30 minutes when necessary. Personal time is just as important to your health as sleep, a nutritious diet, and moderate exercise. Neptune, now in its 10th year in Aquarius, your solar 5th house, continues to accent your social life and stimulate interest in creative endeavors. That could inspire you to get involved in a charitable organization or fundraising effort for the arts, as well as to pursue your own talents. You might even decide to turn a hobby into a second income. Romance is irresistible with Neptune influencing your love life, and you have a certain something, a charismatic aura, that attracts admirers. If you're a parent, promote open communication with your children and encourage them to share their challenges and successes. You also might want to get to know their friends and participate in their school or sports activities, but only if you're one of many involved parents. Words are power with both Jupiter and Pluto in Sagittarius, your solar 3rd house, an influence that sharpens your thinking. The planetary duo also boosts your determination and willpower, and once you set a goal, little can deter you from it. Intuition is another strength, and you have the ability to see what others miss, grasping the details as well as the big picture. This energy is likely to attract important people into your orbit. Cultivate them because these valuable contacts will pay off in the next few years. This year's eclipses in Virgo and Pisces, your solar 12th and 6th houses, focus on health and well-being, work, and service. Strive for a balance of all three as one can enhance the others. Try meditation or yoga, and schedule regular checkups. Horoscope Scorpio 2017. Be confident and believe you deserve it. Saturn will enter Virgo, your solar 11th house of friendship, September 2nd. As you embark on this new phase, you may become involved, or more involved, in a club, organization, or another group of like-minded people. This is a great opportunity to widen your circle with new acquaintances and networking contacts. Where Saturn demands hard work, Uranus in Pisces invites you to play. Now midway through its long transit of your solar 5th house, Uranus accents exciting people and places, fun, and social events. Uranus is just your style this year, spontaneous, active, and independent. It enhances your spirit of adventure as it jazzes up your love life and encourages you to free your creative instincts at work and at play. Pause occasionally to listen to your inner voice because this intuitive planet stirs your sixth sense. A hunch could lead you to the right place at the right time to cash in on the future as well as a lucky win. But this is not the year for financial risk, no matter how promising an offer sounds. 9 years ago, when Neptune entered Aquarius, your solar 4th house, your foundation has been shaky and solid, sometimes stable and at other times unsettled. The 4th house represents home and family, as well as the symbolic foundation, or base, from which life evolves. It also represents the starting point for new endeavors. Nebulous Neptune can thus make it difficult to establish a new direction or get a new endeavor off on solid footing, in part because of your shifting interests. You may experience a similar effect with family relationships, where adult children or other relatives move in or out. But this transit also has an upside: creativity. Put it to work for you in home decor with the goal of creating the ideal sanctuary where you can retreat from the outer world. Do the same with your patio or garden. Pluto is in the last year of its long trek through Sagittarius, your solar 2nd house of money. The dual influence of Jupiter in the same sign identifies this year as one of boom or bust. The outcome, which is more likely to be favorable, is largely dependent upon your choices and decisions. Shy away from risk because luck goes only so far, and be sure your property is adequately covered by insurance. Pay off debt, rather than incur more, and opt for a lower mortgage payment if you purchase a home. This year's eclipses are in Virgo and Pisces, your solar 11th and 5th houses. That's a plus for your social life and is almost guaranteed to bring new people into your life. Among them could be an intriguing romantic interest. Horoscope Sagittarius 2017. Uranus in Pisces continues to influence your solar 4th house. This phase, which began 4 years ago, signals ongoing change in your home life, with the most obvious outcome being relocation or home improvements, even if you've done so recently. A relative or adult child could move in or out, as Uranus can trigger a change in family structure. You also can expect the unexpected, impromptu visitors, mechanical or electrical problems, or a surprise windfall. This placement also has the potential for changing relationships with neighbors, as well as neighborhood events that could prompt you to get involved in local politics. Neptune's long transit through Aquarius, your solar 3rd house, which began 9 years ago, continues to enhance your intuition and creativity. Both are a real plus for problem solving and provide a spark for your imagination. Even better, this sign-planet house combination helps you successfully merge ideas that are innovative, yet practical, original and far-sighted. This is an asset in your daily life and career, as well as hobbies and other leisure time activities. If you've ever wanted to write a novel or poetry, or create a work of art, give it a try this year. Listen to hunches and the subtle messages that emerge from your subconscious. You'll get new insights into how the past guides the present and the future. You undoubtedly have experienced many changes since 12 years ago, the year Pluto entered your sign. This year is the last of this powerful planet's long influence and one that ends much as it began, with the high hopes of Jupiter also in Sagittarius. Reflect on what you've accomplished and what you'd still like to do. Horoscope Capricorn 2017. Unexpected events are likely, but Uranus's major influence here relates to your thoughts and attitudes. Talk with people, open your mind to new information and viewpoints, and use your imagination in problem solving and decision making. With patience and faith, you can learn to trust your instincts. Combine intuition with your practical outlook to take your unique style of creative thinking to a new level. Neptune continues its long transit through Aquarius, your solar second house, the sign it entered in 11 years ago. This mystical, visionary planet is also the master of illusion. It can inspire and disappoint you, spark confusion and clarity. All these factors continue to influence your personal finances this year, although on a subtle level to which you've by now become somewhat accustomed. You've also probably experienced the more apparent effects of Neptune here. Money seems to disappear into thin air, but, more often than not, it also appears when you need it. Getting ahead is the challenge, and one that can be overcome if you believe in yourself. As much as your solar second house is about money, it's also about what you value. Put yourself at the top of the list. In many respects, your earning power at this time is directly linked to the value you place on your skills and talents, so don't sell yourself short. Strive for a bank balance that reflects what you're worth, and then some. Pluto concludes its 12-year trip through Sagittarius this year. Known as the planet of transformation, Pluto's motto is out with the old, in with the new. Its influence in your solar 12th house is primarily internal, nudging your subconscious into a more conscious state. This is a period of mental house cleaning as Pluto encourages you to free yourself from deep-seated concerns, worries, and fears, some of which may inhibit you from reaching your full potential. You'll want to complete the transformation process this year so you feel confident and empowered when Pluto enters your sign in the next year. This year's eclipses in Pisces and Virgo, your solar 3rd and 9th houses, spotlight learning, travel, and spirituality. Learn all you can about yourself and the world around you, and stretch your mind with new information. Horoscope Aquarius 2017. In the Aquarius-born, intellectual faculties are perhaps the most highly developed of any sign in the zodiac. Aquarians are clear, scientific thinkers. They have the ability to think abstractly and to formulate laws, theories and clear concepts from masses of observed facts. Aquarius might be very good at gathering information, but Aquarians take this a step further, excelling at interpreting the information gathered. Practical people, men and women of the world, mistakenly consider abstract thinking as impractical. It is true that the realm of abstract thought takes us out of the physical world, but the discoveries made in this realm generally end up having tremendous practical consequences. All real scientific inventions and breakthroughs come from this abstract realm. Aquarians, more so than most, are ideally suited to explore these abstract dimensions. Those who have explored these regions know that there is little feeling or emotion there. In fact, emotions are a hindrance to functioning in these dimensions, thus Aquarians seem, at times, cold and emotionless to others. It is not that Aquarians haven't got feelings and deep emotions, it is just that too much feeling clouds their ability to think and invent. The concept of too much feeling cannot be tolerated or even understood by some of the other signs. Nevertheless, this Aquarian objectivity is ideal for science, communication and friendship. Horoscope Pisces 2017. Achievement. Recognition. Success. You're perfectly placed for all three and more as Jupiter travels in Sagittarius, your solar 10th house of career and status. Set your sights on a step up, a promotion, or new job where you can maximize your skills and talents. Honors and awards are also possible, so this is the year to enter your work in a professional contest or take on the challenge of a company-sponsored competition. With lucky Jupiter on your side, the odds are in your favor. So many opportunities will come your way as the year progresses and your star rises that you'll be tempted to grab every one. But be selective. Otherwise you could get in over your head and dilute Jupiter's positive influence. Jupiter moves on to Capricorn, your solar 11th house, December 18th. You may want to get involved in a club, organization, or special interest group in the next year to begin a new 12-month phase that features friendship, networking, and a widening circle of acquaintances. By now you've probably become accustomed to the heavy workload signified by Saturn in Leo and somewhat frustrated by an overall lack of appreciation. The tide is about to turn. This year you're poised to reap Saturn's rewards as this planet wraps up its 2-year trip through your solar 6th house. The outcome depends upon past efforts, what you've learned along the way, and, most importantly, the people you know. You still have plenty of time to fill in any missing pieces because gains are more likely this summer. Take good care of yourself along the way.